Okay, so tonight we're going to be talking all about Diamond Rank, how you get there, why you want to get there, and then an added bonus, like I said, of placement strategy, because it's so important. It's not just getting to Diamond, but it's also your placement strategy, because that's what's going to dictate your volume. And again, what I'm going to do after this call, guys, in case anyone gets confused or overwhelmed, just bear with me, stick with me, and then I'm going to share some supplemental videos and graphics and things like that after we get off the call. So don't get overwhelmed or just zone out if you get confused, because again, we're going to give you guys supplemental information after this. So I'm going to share this quick screenshot with you guys. Again, if you can tell me if you guys can everybody see that? Clear? Okay, and I'm going to post this in the group too. But basically, guys, this is just a visual of what Diamond Rank is. Because I know sometimes when I was first starting out, I'm like, well, exactly what is it? And how do I view it on my Coach Online office and things like that? So this is a great graphic for you to kind of track it yourself. So basically, guys, Diamond Rank is literally 8 coaches, right? 8 coaches on your team, whether that be discount coaches, working coaches, maybe somewhere in between. That's fine. Your team is always going to be compiled of active plus discount coaches, okay? So they're, as far as rank goes, it doesn't matter. It doesn't differentiate between an active coach or a discount coach. They're a coach. And as long as they're ordering whatever, like I said, I don't want to overcomplicate this for you guys, but as long as they're ordering typically their Shakeology or something that's going to give them enough volume points to stay active, then they're good to go. And that's all you need to know for Diamond Rank, okay? Or you might get, better yet, they're working the business and they're helping people get started and things like that. But as far as Beachbody and Rank is concerned, it doesn't matter if they're a builder or if they're just signed up for the discount. So basically you need 8 coaches on your team. Okay, so if one of them is your best friend, one of them is your mom, one of them is your husband, you got 3 right there, or wife, you got 3 right there, right? Doesn't matter whether they're working it, whether they're getting a discount, whatever. So now you're like, okay, cool. So now I only need 5 more. So you sign up a few, like we've all been doing, we're hitting Success Club, you're getting new coaches enrolled. You have now all of a sudden you have 8 coaches. All right, great. So you're that much closer to Diamond Rank, okay? Now, and that's what you fill in here, guys. So you get your 4, hopefully you guys can see my hand. So you got your 4 dots, that's your 4 coaches, okay? So now all of a sudden you got your 8 coaches, 4 on each leg, because that's how it has to be. It can't just be 8 coaches total, guys. It has to be 4 on each leg. And then what your goal is to get to Diamond now is to help one of those coaches on each leg get to Emerald Rank. Okay, so that means, hey, maybe they have 2 friends that want to do it with them, or they have a significant other that wants to sign up, whatever the case may be. You know how to get to Emerald if you're there right now. And if you're not, you probably still know how to. Maybe you're just in the works of it and you're working on it right now. But that's basically the simplicity of Diamond Rank. And we want to make sure that everybody understands that, because when I first started, it seemed like overwhelming. I'm like, what is it? But when you really look at it in black and white, it's 8 coaches, 4 on each leg, helping 1 coach on each leg get to Emerald. That's it. And I'm gonna stop sharing my screen for a second so I can see all your guys' wonderful faces. So can you guys just raise your hand if that all makes sense to you guys? Just so I know and we can move on. And if anybody has any questions, literally guys, just ask them, because that's what this call is off. That's what it's here for. I know this call is open for mostly for newer coaches, which is what we want. But I know there's some veteran coaches on here too. And that's awesome, because again, we can always learn. We can always fine tune, or we can always kind of learn new things on all. I even do when I come to calls. I still do calls whenever I get a chance. So ask questions. I encourage them. So the other thing that I wanted to make sure that everybody understood as they're going for Diamond Rank is, and this is like something that I want to make crystal clear to everybody, is rank does not equal income. Okay. I just want to make sure that everybody understands that, because I remember when I first got to Diamond, I'm like, sweet, now I'm going to be rolling in the money and everything's great and everything's going to go good. Because I had no idea what else it meant, right? Oh, Diamond Rank means I'm going to make a lot of money. But I just wasn't clear on how I was actually earning my income. So our biggest goal as leaders now on our team is we want to make sure that everybody understands how you're earning your income. And it's not just because you become a Diamond coach, or just because you become an Emerald coach. All of our income with Beachbody, as you start building a team and as you start growing income, is through volume, okay? So when you're talking about placement and coach placement strategy, it can't just be about, okay, cool. All right, Carrie said I have to get 4 coaches on each leg and then help one of them get to Emerald. Yes, you do, but you're also taking into consideration, guys, you can't just put all of your coaches onto one leg. And I don't want to overcomplicate this, but I want to make sure you guys understand this. And don't feel like you have to get off this call and be like, oh my God, now I'm confused again. Get off the call or ask questions. Or like I said, I'm gonna post a supplemental video about team cycle bonuses to really make you guys understand it. And the guy, Michael Neiman, a bunch of you guys have seen the video, explains it much simpler and better and clearer than I do. So again, I'll stick that into the core crew page after this. But basically, like I said, as you're starting to build your team, guys, and you're going for diamond, you're going for I want to say after that, your next goal, again, like I said, is to duplicate everything that we do in Beachbody as coaches. Our goal is to duplicate that to our team, right? So if you're sitting here thinking, okay, my next goal is to get to diamond, great. I need 8 coaches. I need to get 1 emerald on each leg. So just thinking very, very simply right now, you want to be thinking, okay, I want to put my significant other on one leg, and then I want to put the next person who I think could possibly get to emerald on the other leg, right? Because now all of a sudden you're like, okay, cool. I have 2 people that I know can get to emerald. Okay. Now your next person you saw, and no one can really know that except yourself. I mean, you can talk to your coach, and I strongly encourage you to talk to your coach, especially as you're starting out. My coaches still do. Like even my diamond coaches still say, okay, where should I put this coach? I think she can do this. We'll go through her downline and we'll say, okay, cool. I think you should put them there. And again, it's not just based on where you need a coach. Like guys, I've had times where I've had like 6 coaches on one leg and 2 on the other, because that's just it's about strategy and it's about placement and all of that kind of thing. So you have to, like, again, just kind of keep that in mind as you're getting started. And I'm going to tell you a couple of reasons why, like I said. So for instance, on our team, we're a very, very, what's the word? I don't want to say successful, but we grow rapidly. So chances are you already have volume on your strong leg. So hopefully everybody on this call now knows what your strong leg is, because your strong leg is the leg that you share with your upline. Okay. So say Susie's your coach and she puts you on her left leg. Your left leg is now your strong leg. Okay. Because that's where she has you. And the beauty of our team and the way Beachbody works is that when you have a strong leg, all of the volume that's created on that leg is shared in your business center. So if you go onto your Coach Online office after we get off this, and guys, feel free to take notes or anything like that if you need to refer back to it. But again, I am recording it. So if you go onto your Coach Online office now and you go to volume, team volume, you'll immediately see that one of your legs has more volume than the other, and that will be your strong leg, okay? So a lot of times people are thinking, okay, cool. So I just want to build the other leg so I can start earning income based off of the volume, right? But the problem with that is now you have all your coaches on one leg, and now but you want to get to diamond. So you still need four of your coaches on the other leg. So placement strategy is so, so important. And the reason is, like I said, is because rank does not equal income. Volume equals income, okay? So both of those things, and this is now, guys, so as you're starting to build your team now, this matters now, and it still matters to all of us, even after diamond, after star diamond, all of that. Like, it's always going to be there, and it's fun. It's exciting. And once you start understanding a little bit more, you're like, oh, okay, cool. So I have 500 volume on this leg, and I have like 100 here. So clearly you're in your head, you're like, okay, well, I want to put my next coach on that leg, right? Because you want to have volume. Because in order to, very quickly, guys, if you don't know this yet, team cycle bonuses is every time your legs, and I'm going to show you a screen share really quick too. Every time your legs and your volume goes from 200 to 100, you get a team cycle bonus. Okay. Is everybody like losing me yet? Or are you guys clear? Okay, cool. So that happens every single time you cycle your volume. Okay. So in your mind, you're thinking, oh my God, I'm so excited. I have the strong legs. Susie's got this great team going and she's getting me all this volume. So you're going to want to put your coaches on the other leg so you can match that volume. However, you can't stack all your coaches on one leg because you'll never get to diamond rank. So there's times, guys, where you're going to have to put a good, potential coach on your strong leg, because you have to build. Hold on. Oh, got her. Robert, gotcha. You have to, like I said, start to build your volume on both legs. So it can't just be building your weak leg. Okay. Everybody following me so far? And I'm going to screen share something else with you guys real quick. And hopefully this will give you guys a little bit of a better visual. So, okay. Okay, so and like, again, guys, make sure that you tell me if you can see this. I'm going to screen share this, and this is a visual of your Coach Online, of your graphical genealogy. So if you haven't gone to your Coach Online office and looked at all this, it's okay. This is what we're here for, guys. This is what this call is all about: learning Diamond Rank, learning team cycle bonuses, and learning about your team volume. Okay, this doesn't mean you have to know it all right now, but this will give you a basis so that when you start looking at the information that we provide to you, it'll make a little bit more sense. So this is, can you guys all see this? Okay, cool. Okay, so this is basically understanding volume and our team cycle bonuses, okay? So as a diamond coach, now when so basically this is showing your weak leg and your strong leg, okay? So basically it shows you, this is where your volume needs to be in order to earn this kind of amount of money per week. This is sheerly based on team cycle bonuses, guys. This doesn't anything to do with your commission or anything to do with anything else. This is just team cycle bonuses, guys. And what team cycle bonus means is it's basically what you're earning based on how your team is doing with their business, okay? So team cycle bonus is all about you helping your team to grow, okay? So as you're building to diamond rank, and again, this isn't to dissuade anybody from getting to diamond rank quickly, because it definitely, you want to be at diamond rank as quickly as you can in Beachbody, of course. You always want to rank advance. But what we want to make sure that you guys understand is that doesn't necessarily equal income unless you're building your team and you're helping them grow their team. You know what I mean? And you're helping them create volume within their organization. Because if it's just, discount coaches, which again, not to dissuade anybody from getting to diamond, because you want to get to diamond and then continue to build their business and help them grow their teams and things like that. But we just want to make sure that everybody understands that your income, when you get to diamond, yes, you do get a bonus, as you get a bump in your cycle. So as an emerald coach, you're earning $14 per cycle. Every time, again, when your weak leg and your strong leg go from 200 to 100, you get a $14 team cycle bonus, okay? Now, all of a sudden, when you become diamond, you're getting $18 a cycle. And that might not seem like a lot, but when you'll see when your volume starts to continue to grow, it's a lot. It's a big, huge difference. $4 a cycle if you're cycling 100 times. It's a big difference. So but again, that's what diamond rank is. Your increase as far as your promotion is $4 a cycle, okay? But what matters is your cycle, what you're cycling with. So what matters is your team volume, okay? So, and that to me, and again, I'll admit it, when I first started, I'm like, well, why aren't I making anything? I'm a diamond coach. I'm a diamond coach. Why aren't I, why isn't my income really growing? And I'm like, and I had to really dive in and really understand. And it's very simple, but if you don't know it, you don't know it. You know what I mean? So in my case, I'm like, okay, cool. That was the goal, to get the diamond rank. But what your ultimate goal is, guys, and we know this, and we're all doing it, and we're working on this, is building a team and helping them grow while you're growing, okay? Which in turn is going to create your weak leg and your strong leg team volume. So every product has volume attached to it, right? So challenge packs, for instance, or have a team volume attached to it. Shakeology has volume attached. Every product in the Coach Online office has volume attached to it. So clearly, the more your team does well, the more people they get into your challenge groups, the more people they sign up, the more that people are trying the products, all that's going to generate volume through your organization. And as a diamond coach, you're maxing out on the team cycle bonus each week. Okay. That's what diamond coach means as far as income goes. You're making $18 a cycle as opposed to $14 a cycle as an emerald coach. So I'm going to start sharing this, and I want to see what how's everybody feel so far? Does that make sense to everybody so far? Okay, awesome. So again, and this is always going to be the case, guys, our goal as coaches is, of course, to help people, to get people started, to get people into our challenge groups and things like that. So you can get to diamond rank with discount coaches, or with people, maybe even hobby coaches, things like that, or even having controlled accounts, which would be, again, what we're allowed to do, which is our compliance. Again, I want to mention that while we're on this call, is the compliance rule is U+2 on your credit card, and the U+2 has to be a significant other or a parent or a child. Okay, so just make sure that you're not putting nobody else is using a credit card. You can't be a brother or sister or anything like that. So the compliance is U+2, a parent, a child, or a significant other. Okay, so and whatever, that's fine, but I just want to make sure you guys understand that. So for instance, there have been coaches on our team who've gotten to diamond, like, you know, with getting their spouse to emerald and then getting like a parent to emerald. That's totally cool. That's awesome. That means you locked in diamond rank and you're building, but you're continuing to build your business. Okay. So again, it's a mindset thing. It's not bad to do that at all. It's great. You're going to start earning more money. You're going to start banking and you're still, here's the thing too, guys, that I want to make sure everybody understands is as an emerald coach or above, you're banking the volume that your team is creating. Okay. Which is awesome. So you're always going to have that. So even if your weak leg hasn't like caught up to that yet, you could still check your volume in your Coach Online office and check carryover volume. Like, all right, cool. It's a nice little safety net. It's a good cushion. So once you do start getting more coaches on your other leg, you're going to start earning right away at that diamond bonus rank, at that diamond income level, which is awesome. So again, this isn't to dissuade anybody from like, oh, I don't want to get to diamond. Like, it's not like that exciting if I'm not building a team as I'm doing it. It's great to do it. It's great to lock in diamond. I'm very into whatever it takes. If I have a goal, make it happen. But I just want to make sure everybody understands, because I don't want anyone to get discouraged when they get to diamond so fast that, oh, well, now what? No. And that's why we always say to everybody, diamond is a stepping stone to your next goal, right? Which would be 2-star diamond, 1-star diamond, 2-star diamond. And again, what that means, and that's the beauty of Beachbody, guys, the way they set up our entire income system and everything is all based on helping people, whether that's helping people join your challenge group or helping your coaches and, you know, advance their business. So again, just so everybody understands, like I said, is rank doesn't equal volume, and volume and coach. And even in, like, you'll see this in calls and training calls and things like that. People will say, there's coaches that are like, do you build for volume or do you build for rank? And there are people that are like strictly volume. Like, I just want to make money. I just want to get team cycle bonuses and I just want to maximize that return. And then there's people which are like, well, I do both. Like, I want to rank advance, but I also want to keep an eye on my volume. You know what I mean? Like, and I'm not going to lie, guys, like, you're going to be like, I'm at the point now, and this might sound crazy and foreign to you guys, but I'm at the point now where I have like a strong leg. I built both of my legs too, just so you guys know. So it's not like if you happen to be on a leg that maybe isn't growing as fast, or, well, you're like, well, this person's got this much, like you're talking to a friend or something and they're like, they have this much volume. I have zero on both legs. I built both of mine by myself. So that's great if you do, but if you don't, that's fine too. You just got a little bit more work to do, and that's cool. You know, it's just going to take a little bit more time, but that's fine. So I'm just throwing that out there as well. If you're sitting there thinking like, wait, I don't have carryover volume, because you might not, but you probably do. And if you don't, you will eventually. And now, like I said, I'm at the point where one of my business centers has like literally over 100,000, maybe like 120,000 volume points, which is totally cool. Ooh. I don't know what that was, but that's okay. They muted themselves. So I do have carryover volume on some of my legs, because again, guys, what I was trying to do, where my goal was, is to rank advance. So here's the thing between rank advancing and volume. And again, I love this call. I love this topic, because literally, guys, this is our business. This is our income. Like, this is what we're the business side of it, right? Is getting to diamond rank, getting volume, all of that kind of thing. So when you're starting to, okay, so say for instance, you have a couple of coaches on your team and you sign up, and someone new signs up, someone new is ready to sign up, and you're like, oh my gosh, where do I place them? Here's the way I look at it. Number one, reach out to your coach, because like I said, I encourage it, because it's so important. Like, this isn't like, oh, well, I hope this is a good move. Like, no, your newer coaches, ask your coach. You know, be like, hey, what do you suggest based on the goal that I have? And most of us have a goal of diamond, right? So if your goal is diamond, and say you have 2 or 3 coaches, you're good. You have a little bit of cushion. You need 4 on each leg. So, but what we're looking at always is, okay, well, I'm going to get another one. Like, it's not like, oh, I have this coach now. Like, you need more. You know what I mean? So in your mind, you're thinking, okay, well, where should I put this one based on my goal of, like, say diamond rank? So for me, when I'm talking to my coaches, I'm like, yes, you have to take 2 things into consideration. Your volume. So always look at your volume and see what your carryover volume is. And chances are, if they're a builder, you're going to want them on, and my first thought is you want them on your weak leg, right? Because you want them to start building up the volume so you can start earning more income based on your team cycle bonuses. Okay. That's fine. But if your spouse is on your weak leg, then you're going to want to put that person on your other leg, even if it's your strong leg. And you're like, you guys have no idea, like, throughout my business, where I've had to put, and I'm sure other leaders on this call can attest to it, where you're like, I had to put them on my strong leg because I needed to get to a certain rank. And that was my goal. So everything is short term. So in the short term, you're like, oh my God, like I'm accruing all this volume on my more volume on my strong leg because I needed to rank advance. But that's okay because it's a long game. That's what we always say, guys. It's a long game. So all that volume now, as this is in the beginning of my business when I was at like starting like a lot of you guys, I'm like, oh my gosh, I have all this carryover volume. But what happens is as you continue to grow, it's actually more fun because you're actually playing like catch up to the other leg. And you're like, okay, cool. Now I'm going to like, okay, cool. I got another runner. I've locked in diamond. Now I have another runner. I'm going to put them on my weak leg. And I'm going to start, and I'm going to literally start making money right away because your volume is banked on the other leg. And now you're making $18 a cycle. So it's one of those things where it's like, you might think like, and hear me out right now, guys. And again, other people can attest to this. There's going to be times where like, oh my God, why did I put that coach on that leg? If I could do it over, I would move them. It's just, it's the nature of the beast because you know what you're going to get. I'm not coaching. I only want the discount. I will never coach. I will never sell anything to friends. No. Okay, cool. I'll just pop you on my strong leg then because you're not going to do anything. A week later, they're like selling challenge packs, hitting Success Club. I'm all in. Tell me what I need to do, you know? And you're like, oh God, which is awesome, which is always a good thing. But it's also like if I would have known that, I clearly would have put you on the other leg. So again, it's going to happen. Like there's not, and that's a good thing. I always say that to all of our leaders. I'm like, look, I put people under Joe. You know what I mean? Like which isn't a bad thing again, because as you guys grow your businesses, you're going to see a little bit more like how you want to build your significant other's account. You can't move them. No, 5 days. You have 5 days, which makes sense because if you can move them, you could totally take advantage of the entire income structure, and then it would get crazy. People would be moving coaches left and right, myself included. So a lot of it, guys, is your gut. You know what I mean? Like what you think. Cause I've had people tell me they're not going to coach. And in my head, I'm like, yeah, right. Yeah. Like you, Tammy, for instance, who just asked the question, who was never going to coach and she wasn't really interested in it. So again, I put her on a leg that maybe I would have put her on the other leg. And I'm just saying, but that's okay. But that's what's going to happen. You know what I mean? So it's going to happen. But what I tell coaches, I'm like, well, what is your best judgment? Or they say, and I know Michelle had said that she has someone in the pipeline. So Michelle, if you want to ask a question while we're on here, please do, because we would love to answer it. And I'm sure other people have the question too. But for me, for instance, like I remember coaches be like, all right, I have 2 coaches that are ready to sign up. Where do you think I should put them? And I'm like, all right, listen, where do you need somebody? You know what I mean? You're going for diamond rank. You already have your significant other there. You can get them to diamond. Like, you know, do you want to put them on that leg? Or do you want to put them on this leg? You know, something like that. And we would talk it out. So for me, it's a lot of your coach placement strategy is a lot of your gut, because they could tell you that they never want to grow a business. And I could give you literally an example with every single leader on my team and someone that they put on a leg that they wouldn't have put on the leg. And we've talked about it. I'm like, we'll put them on that leg because they're not really going to work the business. And then they have. So it's going to happen. But the beauty of Beachbody is that you catch up. Like I said, and like literally, guys, like I'll give you an example. Like when in my second business center, I put Jen and Amanda they're on my same leg. They're on the same leg. Whatever, you know, it is what it is. In the beginning, it was, and this is actually a really good example because they were both diamond for a year, and I was 1-star diamond in my second business center because you have to have a diamond on both legs in order to get to 2-star diamond. And the really sucky thing about that is that when you get to 2-star diamond, which is our first, like ultimate big goal, first goal, is you get to open a second business center, which is basically you becoming your top coach. So basically it's Carry Arena 2. So a lot of us, as we start coaching, we're like, oh my God, I wish I could duplicate myself, right? I wish I could have someone love it like I do and have the passion like I have it, right? So when you get to 2-star, good news, you get that. So I have Carry Arena 2, which is my top coach in my first business center. You know what I mean? So that was cool. So then I opened my second business center, and then Jen and Amanda were on the same leg for a year before I got to open a third business center because they were both placed on the same leg. So of course for that year, I'm like, oh my God, like why didn't I just place the one on the other leg, right? Like, or it's going to happen. But here's the beauty. So all this, and again, I have a ton of carryover volume on that leg, right? But what happened over time is that I added more builders. So I'm going to give you guys, I'll throw names right on out there. So Yvonne's on the other leg, Casey's on the other leg, and now my third business center is on the other leg. So now we're basically even. So I'm like, you know what, Jen and Amanda, we're catching up to you because they have we have tons of carryover volume over there, but now it's all evening out because you're, again, in the long run, I could have been pissed off for a year, which I kind of was, not really, but I was a little like, I want to get to open that third business center, but I knew that that volume was accruing and I was going to continue. And here's the thing, guys, I'll tell you this right now, and Jen and Amanda will know it too. I haven't added another coach to that leg ever. So there's like 5 coaches on that leg and there's like 25 coaches on the other leg. So does that make sense to everybody? Like, do you understand why that happened? Like that, there's no reason, like, no offense, sorry, Jen and Amanda, there's no reason to ever add another coach to that leg. Well, I shouldn't say that. There is another, okay, this is actually a perfect example. If I want to go for 10-star diamond in my second business center, we're in 5-star quals right now. But if I do want to go for 10-star, then you have to have 5 diamonds on each leg. So again, then you have to start thinking again about your volume, because you could have a diamond leader, guys, that's not producing a tremendous amount of volume, right? And that's totally okay. But in your head, you're like, okay, well, if I have someone that's coming into the business, they're gung-ho and they want to go, they're ready to rock it. Like in your mind, you're like, okay, well, let me figure out which leg I want to put them on. So with someone who you expect won't grow straight discount, would you place them on a strong or a weak? Strong. And then they're going to tell you in a week that they're going to go all in and work the business. And then you're going to be like, thanks, Carrie. I appreciate your help on that. But that's what's going to happen. And it happens a lot. I'm not going to lie. Like more often, honestly, like Susie knows, she's been in the business with me for a while. Like it happens more often than not. Like I have most people will tell you like this is a big part of why I wanted to have this call with you guys, because you're going to get that from most people, like myself included. Like when my coach signed me up, I'm like, I'm not working the business. I just want to get a discount on shakes. Literally, like I had no intention of working the business until I did. And that it's not always going to happen that way. Here's what happened with me, and it's going to happen with you guys too. The more you post about coaching and the longer you're in it, you're going to attract people that want to build a business because you're clearly building the business. But when I was first starting, people are like, I don't even know what you're doing. So I just want to do what you're doing. You're going to get a discount. That's all I want to do. It's a lot different now because our team is clearly growing. We're clearly building something awesome. And I'm asking to mentor people. So it's a little bit different now. I definitely get people now that want to work the business right out of the gate. My working coaches are my strong leg right now. So yeah, see? It's going to happen. But the cool thing is, and Susie knows this, is now it's almost like it gives you the freedom, the next coach, to put him on your weak leg. You're like, all right, cool. Now I'm all set with that leg. It's going to take a little bit of time to balance it over time. But I can tell you guys from firsthand experience that it happens. It definitely does happen, like over time. And Jess, my friend Jess here is a perfect example too. I'm not going to work the business. I don't have time to do that. So again, literally all of my quote unquote working coaches are also on the same leg in my third business center because Tammy was also not going to work the business. So she's also on that leg with Jess. So all of my coaches are over there with her. But again, it is what it is. You know what I mean? So in my head, I'm like, all right, cool. Then the next person, literally, because Jess is, can I tell them? Or I won't tell them. Or can I tell them? I can? Or do you want to tell them?
No, you can tell them. I don't care. It's
okay.
fine.
So Jess started, you guys all know, Jess started in June, right? Late June to become a coach. She was never going to work the business. Went diamond in like 4 weeks. Well, guess what? She's starting tomorrow. Qualifications for 1-star diamond starting tomorrow. And that is just absolutely awesome. And I'm like, so excited. So again, from a coach that was not going to work the business. That's all I'm saying. So I'm telling you guys this because I've experienced it. Like, I'm looking at the people on the call too. I know Amanda's not on here, but she wasn't going to work the business. Kathleen wasn't going to work the business. Zen wasn't going to work the business. Like all of my quote on time. Casey was, but she was a little bit shy, gun shy, and tried to play it a little safe. Like, well, I just want to help people. And we've been through that. We all want to help people. We get it. So everybody kind of starts off like that. So you just don't know. But my point is, I love the congratulations. That's super exciting. Like I'm still like have like the chills over that. That's freaking awesome. So very excited about that. And that's awesome. And again, it's another perfect example, guys, is that when Jess got to diamond, her thought was always, okay, get diamond, but then build. as we're doing. And Casey knows the same thing. She's in there. She just hit diamond as well. We're still in qualifications now. It's not get to diamond and then good. It's get to diamond and now grow it and now build it. So it's almost like do what you got to do to get to diamond. So, and again, I'm not saying don't get your significant other to emerald. Don't get your mom or your best friend, help them get to emerald. Absolutely. I'm just saying that what's going to earn you the income is continuing to help them build their business and to get more people. And that's what Jess really understood in the beginning was and I know a lot of you guys do, which I think is awesome. And that's why it's so important to us to explain that to you guys, is that even now, like when I'm talking to individual people about diamond, you're like, okay, cool. I have these 6 coaches, but now I need to help my coaches get there. I need to find my coaches that want to get to emerald and get to diamond and continue to build and things like that. That's awesome. And that is what us as leaders, we want to make sure that you guys understand that, because we didn't necessarily in the beginning. And it took us a lot longer to build our teams than maybe it would have if we had more direction and more guidance and more specific goals that we were looking to attain. Because to me, if I have a goal, I'm going to do the things that it's going to take to get me to that goal. But if I'm just kind of like, well, you want to add, you always want to add coaches. Well, of course. But if you have a specific goal and a reason why you want to add the coaches, it makes it so much more fun and exciting. So of course, the first goal is emerald, of course. Emerald kicks off your business and you start earning team cycle bonuses. That's awesome. But that's your first step. And now your next step is diamond. So basically, guys, when you think about it, diamond is getting to emerald again and then again, right? You can get to emerald, so get to emerald again. And then you help 2 of your coaches get to emerald. And then all of a sudden you're at diamond. All right, cool. But it doesn't stop there. You know what I mean? Like, okay, you're awesome and you're going to get ranking. You're going to get recognition. You're a diamond coach. That's awesome. That's fantastic. But now you want to make money, right? Like, and something that I really want to make sure everybody is clear on too, is that that's not a bad thing. That's not taboo. That's not like uncomfortable. Like, you're not a bad person because you want to earn income. Because to me, I wouldn't be able to invest all this time into you guys and into my team and into the people that I'm helping in my challenge group if I wasn't earning the income. So it's not a bad thing. Otherwise, you can't do it. Like, nobody can work for free. You know what I mean? So I just want to make sure everyone understands, like, the bottom line, we all know everybody started coaching to help people. Like, that's a given. Like, that's especially on this team. Like, we love helping people. We love, seeing people get results and feel good and all that kind of thing. But we also want to earn income, because otherwise you're going to burn out and you're not going to be able to invest the time and the energy into trainings and all that kind of thing. So again, when you get those 8 coaches and you help 2 of them get to emerald, sweet, you're diamond. Okay. But your goal is to help those people, or maybe not those people. Maybe it's new people as you continue to grow and as you continue to pick up that momentum, as you're sharing about your team growing and as you're sharing about your mentorship opportunities that our team offers. You're going to start getting people that actually want to learn the business. Okay. And that is where your income is going to start growing from. It's not from a rank. Okay. So diamond, yes, you're going to $18 bonus on your team volume. But if you don't have any team volume, that $18 bonus, that $4 raise doesn't matter. Okay. So we just want to make sure that everybody understands that. And that's a great thing, because that's the beauty of Beachbody, is that you're always working towards more. Okay. And then again, guys, and I said it a little bit earlier, 2-star diamond is where you can duplicate yourself. So once you get to diamond, I love when people get to diamond, because then you understand how to get there. You got there yourself. I mean, you understand how to get there now. So, and that's another thing too. So if you have a coach on your team that's even dabbling or like is asking questions, or even a challenger, like, start with them. Start growing right along with them, because honestly, when they start with you, to me, that's more exciting. That's momentum. You're doing it together. And that's what Jess and her gal, Catherine, did literally together. You know what I mean? Like, it wasn't like you felt like you had to know everything. Like, well, I have to get to diamond first before I can help other people. No, you don't. Diamond is getting 8 coaches. It's that for you and for anybody else that joins the team. Getting 8 coaches to join them, and they could be discount coaches, they could be active coaches, they could be hobby coaches, whatever the case may be, and then helping them get people to emerald. So most of the people I'm looking at on this call are either emerald or they're going to be soon. You know how to get to emerald. Okay, so you know how to help your other people get to emerald. So diamond is your rank. Okay, 8 coaches, 1 emerald on each leg. And then what your ultimate goal is to help those coaches get to emerald and continue to, honestly, one of the biggest things that I always tell my leaders, I'm like, you almost want to become like an emerald factory. And because that means you're helping people understand the value of helping more people and building and getting to emerald rank. That just means, like, even if it's an affiliate kind of a program, guys, it's not like every coach, this is something I want to make sure everybody understands too. Every coach on your team is not going to want to be a diamond coach, right? Like, that's not, you can't just expect everybody to be a diamond coach. Like, you're going to have to rely on emerald coaches. Emerald coaches are awesome, because they're going to help you maintain your rank and continue to build your rank. And then maybe eventually they'll be ready, right? Like, emerald coaches, a lot of times, like, they love it. Like if they're an Emerald Coach, they love it, but maybe they're not ready yet, or they haven't really gone all in and things like that. So if you can start becoming, like I said, kind of like an Emerald factory, that's going to show that you know how to help other people. You know how to duplicate the success that you're having. And then you'll find those emeralds that want to become diamonds. And those are the people that you're going to start working more one-on-one with. So hopefully that helps. And again, I'm going to share a couple of videos with you guys in the team page about team cycle bonuses, because we want you guys to understand team cycle bonuses inside and out. And once you do, you do. It's basically 200 to 100. It doesn't matter what your rank is. You could be 5-star. You're still making $18. But again, if you're 5-star, that means you have more people. It means you have more volume. And that's where you're getting more income. It's not because I don't get more income because I'm 5-star. I get more income because I have more volume. That's the bottom line. 5-star doesn't make a difference. Well, it does for bonuses, but that's a different call, like quarterly bonuses, but that's a different call altogether. So if you guys want to unvideo yourselves so I can get a picture, that would be wonderful. What was that? It's like a crazy, like gremlin laugh. That's what it just did. There. No one's unmuted, so that's really weird, but okay. 1, 2, 3. Did we get everybody? Well, I see Brianna's name, but she's not, her thing isn't off. But so here's the thing, guys. If you have any questions, ask them in the team page. I'm going to be up. Like, if you have anything that's like in your mind, or like, oh, wow, I wish I had clarification on this or anything like that, we would love to answer them. Ask them. And I'm going to post everything also in the core crew that I just shared my screen with, and ask those questions too, because we want to make sure you guys understand all of this, because it's literally the foundation